Where's the outrage for the Americans? Where's the outrage for our American children? Here we have ICE on the street doing their federally obligated duty, and you see Marie in the back talking about, oh my God, why are you so racist? Why are you taking him? You take him as a family. What about my family?
My homeroom class typically has 16 students in it. We had 4.
District-wide, there are 145,030 students enrolled in Charlotte-Mecklenburg schools. On Monday, 30,399 were absent. 28,136 unexcused. While CMS doesn't break down the numbers by ethnic origin, Gillespie, a multilingual teacher, did.
Children of parents from Angola, from Vietnam, but the students whose parents come from Latin American countries were the students we were missing.
As you see here, the protests have gotten absolutely insane in North Carolina. Not an American flag in sight. We've got Puerto Rican flags and Mexican flags being waved around everywhere. And there are a lot of people out there. Now, one of the craziest things is over 15% of every resident in North Carolina are here illegally or undocumented. It's gotten so bad to where 30% of all students are not showing up for school. What the heck is going on? Let's get into it.
First at 4, we are learning new details about how the presence of Border Patrol in the Queen City is impacting learning at the area's largest school district. For the second day in a row, students at several schools walked out in protest of the Border Patrol deployment here in Charlotte. But an educator now tells us that's not the main reason classrooms are empty. Queen City News anchor Will Lewis spoke with the teacher who says the uptick in absences is a direct result of Operation Charlotte's Web.
David Gillespie says the last 24 hours have been tough.
I don't represent the CMS district nor my school.
But he's seen what 2 days of Customs and Border Patrol agents taking more than 130 people into custody.
I'm just sharing my opinion as a teacher in the Charlotte area.
Does to students.
My homeroom class typically has 16 students in it. We had 4.
District-wide, there are 145,030 students enrolled in Charlotte-Mecklenburg schools. On Monday, 30,399 were absent, 28,136 unexcused. While CMS doesn't break down the numbers by ethnic origin, Gillespie, a multilingual teacher, did.
Children of parents from Angola, from Vietnam, but the students whose parents come from Latin American countries were the students we were missing. So that was kind of the line, even among the ML students, is that we were missing Hispanic students.
Davis says news of the operation reached his students well before they entered the classroom on Monday. He says those who have come back are still scared, and he's unsure if or when the other students will return.
They should be able to come there and get their education. They should be able to come there and spend time with their friends, socialize. They should feel secure.
Gillespie says these days were not in his lesson plan, but it's a lesson everyone should learn.
ICE is never going to come to the school. Border Patrol is not going to come to the school. And I think what was chilling about yesterday is that it was demonstrated that they don't have to come to the school to affect the school. They don't have to step foot on the property to impact students.
In East Charlotte, Will Lewis.
Not gonna lie, that's sad and that sucks. I blame it all on the parents. Now, obviously, people are trying to give their kids a better life, right? And I don't know if some of these kids are anchor babies or not. That's what's going on. Kids can't go to school because their parents came in the country illegally. And now they're all facing deportation. Now, it is crazy to see how badly this affects the school system. And if a lot of these students are not actual citizens, how does that affect the money that is supposed to go to the students that are citizens? Does that affect how things work in the school system? Are kids that are supposed to be getting free lunch and all this other things affected by this? You guys let me know down in the comment section below. It is a crappy situation around all the way. But look, you guys got to be mad at the parents because they are the ones that came here illegally. What about the American families? What about the American families?
Where's the outrage for the Americans? Where's the outrage for our American children? Here we have ICE on the street doing their federally obligated fucking duty, and you see Marie in the back talking about, oh my God, why dare you fucking racist? Why are you taking him? You take him as a family. Fuck your family. What about my family? What about my family? You came in here in droves. You walked in my house and tried to rearrange it. I'm supposed to adapt to you? Absolutely not. My daughter got in the car yesterday and said, Mom, I was able to breathe in the corridors at school. My children didn't even get to experience the type of high school that I had, where we had 2 15-minute breaks and a 55-minute lunch, and we were able to go off campus. Theirs is 20 minutes because they have an influx of students they're trying to feed. Get them in, get them out, quick. I dropped off my son in the drop-off line today, and it was 8 cars as opposed to 85. You know how much stress that is for these fucking children, all these fucking people? Get out! And I remember last year, my son was a senior. He said, Mom, in math class, we couldn't even learn math because the teachers would spend half of the period trying to teach Edgar how to say fucking hello. When you have such an influx of people coming into one country, there's going to be hiccups. So yeah, ICE might pick up illegal by accident. You better carry your papers. Thank the fucking Democrats for keeping the border open. Thank you for these motherfucking legals who try to come in here and do this shit the shiesty way. That's what happens when you do shit the wrong way. I have no sympathy or empathy for you. Not at all. If it was that easy to become a U.S. citizen, everybody would fucking do it, but it's not. Welcome to life, motherfucker.
What do y'all think? Do you agree with her? I mean, she's not wrong. And even the Latin families that are American citizens should understand what she means. I mean, people that come here illegally are taking our resources. Doesn't matter where they're coming from or what race they are. Same rules apply. So even if you are, Mexican descent, a Chicano, and all of your family or the majority of your family are American citizens, you should still feel exactly the same way as this lady, because at the end of the day, they're just making life harder for everyone because they're not here doing things the right way, and they are taking all of our resources. I mean, Barack Obama said it himself. You got to get in line.
This is not going to be a free ride. It's not going to be some instant amnesty. What's going to happen is you are going to pay a significant fine. You are going to learn English. You are going to go to the back of the line so that you don't get ahead of somebody who was in Mexico City applying legally. But after you've done these things over a certain period of time, you can earn your citizenship. So that it's not something that is guaranteed or automatic. You've got to earn it, but over time, you give people an opportunity. Now, it only works, though, if you do all the pieces. I think the American people, they appreciate and believe in immigration, but they can't have a situation where you just have 500,000 people pouring over the border without any kind of mechanism to control.
Don't be surprised if a white liberal, Rosa Parks, comes out of nowhere to save all of these illegals and keep them in the country somehow with some sort of underground railroad that leads right to California. They can get right back in. And Gavin Newsom will most likely be there handing them out new IDs. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.